You guys talking about two KOs, and yes, it ended. Unfortunately, Manchester City 4, Tottenham 2, and yeah, unfortunately, Manchester City did manage to come back against Tottenham. Obviously, from a Man United fan's perspective, it's pretty frustrating for like us Manchester United fans to see after obviously we didn't get the result we needed last night. City were able to come back and capitalise on Tottenham. So from being 2-0 down at play half time as well, and Manchester City managed to come back in that game. So as a Manchester United fan, it is quite disappointing because if we got the win over Palace yesterday, then it would have meant it obviously would have meant a lot to like change things up a lot. But no, unfortunately, Tottenham they just weren't able to play hold on to the lead. And talking from their perspective, Tottenham, I think, need to be questioning Antonio Conte. If I'm being real, I honestly think Tottenham Hotspur needs to be questioning Antonio Conte, thinking if he is the man. Like, I'm obviously talking from a non-biased perspective here. Not going to talk too much about United because I'm just annoyed. I'm still annoyed at what happened last night. But, look, I just think, talking from that neutral perspective, I mean, City, like, what's next for them? Obviously, they were coming off a loss to us, coming into this game against Tottenham. And, fair play to them. It's a great comeback, of course, scoring 4 goals in one half. It's obviously very good to play, just fair play to them. But, Tottenham, it's poor. It's very poor from Tottenham. I mean, you score really two late first half goals, and you still manage to screw it up. Like, I just thought, like 4-2, 4-2. Like, in my opinion, like City at this moment in time this season, from what I think everyone's played saw of them, like they're not exactly. They're not like the side they were as like Manchester City. If you look at them, they're not like the side they were last season. And Manchester United, we obviously were able to capitalise a lot on that on the weekend. And, Tottenham could have done us a favour today, and they didn't know. Like Manchester United, like we could have been level on points with Manchester City if Tottenham did us that favour, but they screwed that one up. But look, the thing is though, at Manchester United, like we can't like rely on other teams though to like we can't just play weight on like other teams and rely on them to try and get us points. Like we need to be winning our games ourselves. And obviously, yes, we are 10 unbeaten, but ideally we want to win at Manchester United, and we didn't obviously yesterday against Palace, which is frustrating. But yeah, obviously, I think other fans out there who will be frustrated will, of course, be Tottenham Hotspur fans. I mean, what they're seeing from their team at this current moment in time, I think from Tottenham, if you look at their perspective, it's nowhere near good enough for them, and it's like they're going to be extremely frustrated because I feel like they would have felt like, oh yeah, they could have possibly stood a chance. City were obviously coming off a loss to us, and Tottenham probably would have been fairly confident coming into this game because obviously Manchester United, the best side in Manchester, obviously beat them on the weekend. We beat them, and Tottenham obviously would have possibly been going into this game against Manchester City with that bit more confidence. But now Tottenham, like that, sure, there's got to be questions asked. Like, if you do think about it, though, like I think I've said it before in past reviews and all. Like Tottenham played defensive football, and they have an absolutely dreadful defense. Like I can't really name you one good defender in that Tottenham team. I'm not gonna lie, I honestly can't. I honestly cannot name you a good blade defender in that Tottenham team. So, yeah, I think Tottenham are in a bit of a bad blade position at the moment. I think they are honestly in a bad position, and it's not ideal for them at all. It's not ideal. I know they're fifth in the league, but that in my opinion, that fifth place in the league for Tottenham is going to go down real quick. It's going to go down real quick. Obviously, questions around the manager and all. Who will be Tottenham's manager though? If you think about it, like who would Tottenham actually really like want to take in to be their new manager? Because it's there's not really anyone out there at the moment. I know, like I've heard of like, a few Tottenham fans saying that they want to bring Poch, that they want to get Poch back. But like I think that if Tottenham want Poch back, I just think it's just gonna be the same. Oh, like if Tottenham actually want to go on win trophies and they want to win the league, then I don't think that Poch is the right option for Tottenham if they want to go on and they want to win trophies. Like that's just my opinion. I don't think they will win a trophy under Poch. Yes, I reckon they will play good football like they were under him previously a few years back. Yes, they probably will play some decent, good football. That's clearly all Tottenham fans want at the moment, though. That's clearly all they want. They just want to see good football from their side. And, at this moment in time, like, they're obviously at Tottenham under a serial winner with Antonio Conte. They're not playing good football, but they're still not winning trophies. And with Antonio Conte, you kind of expect that. So obviously, I get why Tottenham fans will be disappointed with the job of Antonio Conte. But I think it is clear as well. I don't think, obviously Daniel Levy's not really back. I don't think Daniel Levy's really backing Conte too well. And I think Tottenham fans are quite frustrated at Daniel Levy. I mean, Daniel Levy, like he only gets one signing like per transfer window. So that's their issue as well. But, you know, still, I think he's a better owner than the Glazers, so at least you haven't got the Glazers. But luckily, Man United were of course selling to new owners. Thank God for that. But yeah, I do think I mean, Tottenham, they keep going through that lots of pain at the moment. Tottenham, like nothing's really going right for them. Nothing's really going right for Tottenham at this current moment in time. It's not looking like a great situation. I do wonder what Antonio Conte said to those players. I do wonder what he said to his players at half time. I honestly do wonder what he did say. Like what would he have said? Like they literally bottled it, Tottenham. They literally screwed it up so badly. Like I wonder I do wonder what was said. I do wonder what Antonio Conte was saying to them at half time because clearly it wasn't the most useful advice to try and keep things going. I mean, I kind of think their dressing room and everything going on behind the scenes at Tottenham, I don't exactly think it's great. I don't think they're in an exactly great position behind the scenes or anything like that. Yeah, I still think I don't know. Like they still have they still not gone over like the mess with like Jose Mourinho and all that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the issue is at Tottenham. I mean, like I don't support Tottenham, so you'll have to ask their fans, obviously, of course. But I do think as a Man United fan, I'm disappointed in Tottenham because you're 2-0 up again at half time against Manchester City. You need to continue to capitalize on that. Use the right tactics, and they did not do that today. That they did not respond well at all. From that first goal that Manchester City scored, Tottenham did not know how to respond. And I think that is an issue with Tottenham. And an issue with Tottenham is that they don't know how to really respond when they concede a goal. I honestly think that that's a huge issue with them. Like they just don't know how to respond. They don't know how to deal with conceding a goal well. They don't know how to pick themselves up and go again. And I think that's the issue at Tottenham, and I think that's an issue that for Antonio Conte to sort out. I think Antonio Conte needs to sort that out at Tottenham, and try and get things right there because obviously it's clearly not going right. The players are clearly not getting on exactly brilliantly. So yeah, I think there are issues for Antonio Conte, and he needs to sort them out. I don't overly think it just is Antonio Conte. I mean, he might not. For we know, he might not be the right manager for Tottenham, but. I reckon Tottenham should still keep him for now. Like they should still keep him for now. I don't think you should sack him, but I just feel like that blame mentality in Tottenham's team. It's not how it should be. It's not how it should be. I think I don't know, it could be players tiring from World Cups, and I think the way they play as well does not suit them because you know I can't name you one good Tottenham defender. Like, look at this Tottenham defense. Hugo Lloris in goal, he's absolutely awful. I'm sorry, like he's way past his prime. He's absolutely awful, Lloris. I'm sorry, he's awful. Romero, whatever his name is, awful. Eric Dyer, absolutely awful. Ben Davis, awful. Royale, awful. Yeah, just looking at defense from Tottenham, and it's not great. It's not a good defense whatsoever. I'm sorry, Tottenham fans, but your defense is poor. Your defense is awful, mate. Yeah, their defense is absolutely shocking. If I'm being real, it's shocking. The centre midfield from Tottenham, like that's not great either. Their centre midfield is not great. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Tottenham do not have a great centre midfield. You've got Højbjerg, Bentancur, and that's your centre midfield. Højbjerg and Bentancur in your centre midfield. Like it's an awful midfield. It's an awful midfield. I think obviously, as I think every football fan knows who, of course, watches football knows, Tottenham's only strong point is their attacking force. Apart from their solid attacking force, where you've got Kane, Son, Kulusevski, Perisic, Richarlison as well, who comes off the bench every now and then for them. Apart from that, like at Tottenham, like it's not great. Like they haven't. Like Tottenham, they haven't got great players really, apart from their attack. Their defense and midfield, I think, is absolutely, I think, is really poor, and I think that is what cost them tonight. I really do. I think Hugo Lloris in goal. He's not a very good goalkeeper anymore. Like, I used to rate Lloris highly. Like he used to be a kind of guy. Like I would say, like, if De Gea left Manchester United, I would want to come in as Manchester United backup. Thank God we've obviously kept David De Gea on all this time. And David De Gea now wants to end his career at Manchester United, which is great to see. But yeah, I used to rate Lloris really highly, so I don't have any hate for him whatsoever. I used to rate him really highly, but it's gone downhill for him the last couple of years, which for him, obviously, it's sad to see. He's obviously recently retired from international football, which I think it's a decent idea, even though he had a decent World Cup, to be fair to him though. But yeah, Premier League wise for him and his Tottenham career this season, Hugo Lloris, he's been playing extremely, extremely poor in my opinion. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you're new. It would have cost me a lot if you could, guys. But yeah, Hugo Lloris, I don't rate him anymore. I do not rate him at all. I don't really want to praise Manchester City. I hate them so much. I don't really want to praise them. But yeah, we'll just talk about the issues at Tottenham really, because there's some, I don't know, like obviously, like it's not as bad as what's going on at Chelsea or Liverpool at this moment in time. It's not as bad as what's going on there, of course, but it's, in my opinion, still pretty bad, the whole Tottenham situation. Like, it's not ideal for them, but that's what I see. But Tottenham, you could have helped Man United out. You could have helped us out tonight. Tottenham, you could have helped Man United out if you actually got something, but you had to screw that one over for us and obviously yourselves as well. So yeah, honestly, like, is Conte under pressure? I don't think so, really. I don't know. Like, they're fifth place, Tottenham. Like, if you think about it, they are fifth place. It's not like, as I said, it's not that Chelsea situation where obviously a lot of things are happening. But yeah, I think Tottenham do need signings though, and obviously Chelsea are signing players, but Tottenham need signings in January. I think it's clear for any football fan to see, no matter who you support. I think it's clear, no matter what, Tottenham need to make changes to their team. They need transfers. Conte, I think, needs better backing from Daniel Levy. I think that's clear for any football fan to see as well, no matter who you support, to be fair. So So yeah, honestly, I think that Tottenham team is. I think that Tottenham team's played pretty poor. Subscribe if you're new, guys. Drop a like on the stream. It would have cost me a lot if you could. Drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Riyad Mahrez, man of the match, in my opinion. I mean, just the way that he was able to just change that game around for Manchester City today really helped them out in that second half. Fair play to him. Oh, I hate Riyad Mahrez. I hate him, but fair play to him. He helped his side out. He helped his side out today. So, give him a fair play for that one, though. He helped his side get that win today. And it is obviously an important 3 points for Manchester City. Obviously, they did get that win. And, Tottenham again, bad situation. So if you look at the league table now, I mean, Arsenal first on 47 points, City second on 42 points, Manchester United third in 39 points. So Manchester United third on 39 points and Newcastle fourth on 38 points. Interesting scenes at this moment in time, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens throughout all these clubs and throughout the rest of the season. It's going to be interesting to see how teams finish up and what happens. Like it's a real interesting situation, in my opinion, to see what happens with it all at the moment. But yeah, top four. I think, top four's looking really play interesting, of course. It's looking real interesting. I do think how the top four is now, I think that will probably most likely be the top four at the end of the season. I think Tottenham will miss out. I kind of think it will end how it is now anyway, to be fair. I think Arsenal will win the league. If they beat us, then I think if they beat Man United, so if they beat us on Sunday, if they beat Man United on Sunday, then I think Arsenal will win the league. If they don't, then I think it's still all to play for between Arsenal, City, and United. So, I don't think Newcastle were there just yet. I mean, United, I'm not too sure if we're there, but, I'm just trying to be as optimistic as possible and hope for the best for Man United, that we can win the league somehow. Hopefully we do, but hopefully Man United can do it. But yeah, Tottenham fans, I'm sorry, but I think you miss out on top four. I think it will be the teams who are currently in the top four who will end up getting the top four. I mean, if Tottenham do sack Conte, who would they get? Like, I think that's the issue. Like, Tottenham, I don't really know like who's out there for Tottenham to get if they sack Antonio Conte. Like who is there for them? Who is there? Like, who would want to go and manage Tottenham? Like, let's be real here. Who on earth would want to manage Tottenham? Like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I mean, who would want to manage them right now? Like, there's no one out there, in my opinion, for Tottenham to snap up and want to get. I do think, I don't think Conte will work at Tottenham. I think, that experiment's done now. I think, I don't know. I mean, I just don't think that style of play works. I mean, unless Tottenham get a better centre midfield, unless they get better defenders, then yeah, possibly it could work. But because they never go on and sign anybody, then that's that issue though. That's the issue, is that they never sign anybody. I don't remember that. Like, when did Tottenham ever spend over £100 million in a transfer window? It just rarely happens. You never really see that, and I think that's the issue with Tottenham. Tottenham signed one or two players in a transfer window, and I think that's one of their biggest issues. Speaking of that kind of thing, signing one or two players in a transfer window, I think that's what's gonna cost Man United a title race this season, and that's because Man United, the owners have not bloody backed Ten Hag. The Glazers haven't backed Ten Hag in this transfer window, so that's why I think Man United, we will be out of a title race, and I don't think Man United will be able to get into the title race. Yeah, I think Man United, we will get top four, but I don't think we can be in a title race, and that's because we haven't got a proper striker, and I think that's our issue. So, at Manchester United, it's about a striker. At Tottenham, I think, Tottenham need to work on more than Man United do. Like Man United, I think we mostly just need to work on squad depth and getting a, proper good striker. At Tottenham, I think most of that team's an issue. I think their defense is, obviously, I've said it. I think Tottenham's defense is awful, and I think that's an issue at Tottenham. And again, I think that their midfield's awful. So and they need a new goalkeeper. So Tottenham have got a lot to work on, like they have. And obviously, you look at Chelsea strengthening up, Liverpool. Liverpool aren't overly doing too much though. They signed Gakpo. Obviously, they'll have to wait and see how he does at Liverpool, of course. But yeah, that's the thing. Be interesting. Drop a like on the stream, guys, and subscribe if you're new. I will be wrapping it up soon, but yeah, make sure you, of course, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you're new for more football content, of course, guys. Especially Man United content, because obviously I do. So yeah, especially Man United content, because obviously I do support Man United. So yeah, especially Man United content. But yeah, honestly, Tottenham, I think have got a lot to work on, and I think it showed today. I don't think their team spirit's good at all. I don't think Tottenham have got a good team spirit at all. And I think that that's been an issue for them, like over the years as well. I just think the spirit in that Tottenham team is not great, and I think a lot. I think Tottenham have got a lot of issues in their team right now, and they need to be sorted out, top to bottom, in my opinion. So. Yeah, I think they've got some work to do. They've definitely got some work to do. I think Manchester is blue. I don't think so. I don't think Manchester's blue. We beat you on the weekend. So nah, Manchester is not blue. Manchester is red. Always will be red. But yeah, I think Tottenham. There's issues, and yeah, they cost Man United. I mean, they cost Man United. They bloody cost us for not getting a win. Otherwise, we would have been level on points with City. It was rigged. It was not rigged. It was not rigged. The amount of decisions that City have had, the amount of decisions that City have had that have had for them. United, we were robbed off. We were robbed off a penalty yesterday against Crystal Palace. And the amount of decisions that City have had go for them, where people have been able to complain that they're robbed. So it's a bit of karma for City. It's a bit of karma for City because a lot of things have gone Manchester City's way in the past. So it is a bit of karma anyway. But I don't think it was rigged. I mean, Rashford didn't touch the ball, and it was not rigged. I'm sorry, but it was not rigged. It was not rigged. How can a football game be rigged? But yeah, I can't believe Tottenham didn't get that win. Tottenham, gosh, if Tottenham beat them, that would have been great. You were not robbed. We literally deserve to beat you. Let's be real here. We were the better team all game. We were the better team all game against Manchester City by far, in my opinion. We were the better team. City weren't up for it. We were, and we deserved to win that game. So, I think I think it's definitely unfair on us on us Man United fans and the players to say that it was rigged, because it definitely wasn't. He blocked, and oh no, I don't think so. I mean. No, he in my opinion, it was good. It was a good bit of play from United. Good blocking off by Rashford, and a good finish by Bruno. So, yeah, I think it's all good. But yeah, we got the win. And we got the win over City. So we'll take it anyway. And City have had obviously a lot of things go for them. Easy Champions League draws. Could say that's rigged. But yeah, you could say that Manchester City's Champions League draws are rigged. And Manchester United, we literally never get anything in our favour anyway. And, you know, for once, a decision actually went in the favour of us. So, yes. But yeah, Man United, Manchester is red. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thanks for watching this video of Kingholes. Speak to you on the next one. I'll probably be back on Saturday, probably. I might do a Liverpool and Chelsea review. Then on Sunday, we got the big one, Man United and Arsenal. I'll be back saying my thoughts on Man United and Arsenal. Hopefully, United do get the win in that one. Let's go, boys. Let's go, United. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching the video of Kingholes. Speak to you on the next one. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Let's go, United.